Today, we're diving into the UK Civil Service Fast Stream.
Okay.
And trust me, it's way more exciting than you might think. Now, if you're listening to this deep dive, you're probably already at least a little bit interested in the Fast Stream. So we dug into this really interesting video about the program to really get to the bottom of what it's all about, what makes it so unique, and how you can actually get in on the action. Because this isn't just some run-of-the-mill grad scheme.
Right.
This is like the express lane to becoming a leader who shapes the future of the UK.
Exactly. And I think what's so fascinating is how this program is like the UK's way of cultivating its top civil servants.
Okay.
They're not just filling empty desks.
Yeah.
They're investing in the people who will be leading the country in years to come.
So we're not talking about pushing papers here.
No, not at all.
We're talking about making real decisions with real impact.
Yes, very much so.
The fast stream part makes it sound intense. So what makes this program so special?
It's a highly competitive leadership development program.
Okay.
It's like a master class in government condensed into a few years. And it's designed to give you a broad understanding of the civil service while equipping you with the skills to make a real impact.
The video mentioned different streams within the program.
Yeah.
So it's not just a one-size-fits-all kind of deal.
No, you're absolutely right. You can specialize in areas that you're passionate about, like policy, diplomacy,
Right.
or even digital technology.
She could be working on. Oh, wow.
Imagine 1 year you're working on the UK's strategy for international trade negotiations, and the next you're tackling cybersecurity threats.
So you get to experience all these different areas of government. Really hone in on your interests.
Precisely.
But how does this all actually work in practice? Is it structured like a traditional job?
It's much more dynamic than that. So think of it as like a 2-4-year program with rotations through various government departments.
So you're actually moving around.
You are moving around. You might spend a year in the Department for Education, then move over to the Home Office, gaining experience in completely different policy areas.
Wow. That is a lot of change. But is there support to help you navigate all that?
Absolutely. The Fast Stream really emphasizes continuous learning and development.
Okay.
So you'll receive structured training on core skills, things like leadership, problem solving, and strategic thinking.
Oh, that's huge, especially in government.
It is. This isn't just about being reactive.
Right.
It's about anticipating challenges, seeing the bigger picture,
Yeah.
and developing solutions that have lasting impact.
And I imagine they don't just like throw you in the deep end
Yeah.
and expect you to figure it all out.
No. You also have access to experienced mentors who can guide you through the intricacies of government.
It sounds demanding, but incredibly rewarding.
Eh.
Speaking of demanding, the video made the application process sound pretty tough. What does it actually involve?
It's definitely a rigorous selection process. You'll need to pass the Home Civil Service online tests, which assess skills like verbal and numerical reasoning,
Right.
and the ability to analyze data. Really essential skills for any aspiring policymaker.
Yeah, for sure.
Then there are assessments that are designed to evaluate your leadership potential and how you approach complex challenges.
So it's not just about ticking boxes on your CV. They actually want to see how you think and perform under pressure.
Oh, exactly.
But let's flip the script and talk about why someone would put themselves through all of that. What are the benefits here?
Here's where it gets really exciting. Imagine being part of the team that drafts the UK's latest climate change strategy, directly influencing the nation's carbon reduction goals.
Wow, that's incredible.
Or working on policies to improve the lives of disadvantaged communities. This is the kind of impact you can have in the Fast Stream.
Yeah.
You're not just observing, you're shaping the future of the country.
And that's what gets me, that potential to actually make a difference on issues that matter. But let's be practical.
Okay.
What about salary?
And starting salaries range from £28,000 to £32,000, which is competitive for a graduate program.
Right.
You also get a good pension scheme and flexible working options, which are becoming increasingly important.
For sure.
But I think the real draw is the long-term career potential. Many fast streamers go on to hold senior positions in the civil service.
Okay.
They become these influential figures who shape policy for years to come.
So it's not just a job. It's a launch pad for a really meaningful and impactful career.
It really can be a calling for some people.
Yeah.
And that brings us to a really important question. What kind of impact did you have on the UK government?
That's a great question.
If this sounds like something you'd be passionate about, I highly encourage you to explore it further.
So there you have it, the UK Civil Service Fast Stream. It's highly competitive, but it offers incredible experience. You develop these essential skills, and ultimately, you have the chance to make a real difference. If you're up for the challenge, the rewards could be immense. Well, I think it's interesting how this whole feedback loop is tied in with, like, how platforms like YouTube work,
Yes.
like the algorithms and stuff.
Yeah. Right. They use metrics, things like click-through rates and watch time, to decide what gets promoted and pushed out to everybody.
And creators know this, right?
Oh, yeah, they're very aware of it. It's not just creating content for their own enjoyment. They're trying to cater to these algorithms, too.
Wow.
And that's where I think viewer feedback becomes even more important.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Yeah. It helps creators understand what's resonating with the audience, what's falling flat, and how they need to tweak their approach to stay visible, stay relevant.
So you're saying we're not just passively watching, we're actually playing a role in what gets made and how those algorithms prioritize it.
Yes, you got it. Every comment, like, and share sends a signal, and it shapes the online ecosystem.
Wow. So this brings up an interesting question then.
Yeah.
What does this feedback loop say about our responsibility as viewers?
Yeah.
Are we shaping things in a good way, or are we just feeding, clickbait and that type of stuff?
Well, when we feeding the beast.
That's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
But the big takeaway here is that our feedback is important. It's more than just, a feel-good gesture. It's really powerful.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Our feedback literally helps to shape the fabric of online content.
Wow.
And I think that power comes with a certain level of responsibility. We all play a role in creating, hopefully a more informed, engaging, and diverse online landscape.
So next time you're watching a video, think about that comment you're leaving, or that, you're clicking, because it might spark the next great idea.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right.